Bye-bye Mondo in a 49-state landslide. And the Democrats remember that. There's Harold Meyerson. Harold Meyerson, writing in the Washington Post. Harold Meyerson, huge leftist. I mean radical. Bill Ayers without the bombs kind of leftist. And you got a piece in the Washington Post, an economic recovery that leaves workers further behind. This is a guy who supports Obama, supported Obama, wants Obama to be king. Many of the reasons this recovery is different from all the others are widely known. Rebounding from a financial crisis takes an excruciatingly long time. The huge decline in housing values has reduced Americans' purchasing power. Large corporations are making do with fewer employees, at least in this country. But what really sets the current recovery apart from all its predecessors, by the way, there isn't one, but we'll play along here. What really sets the current recovery apart from all of its predecessors is this: almost 3 years after economic growth resumed. This guy wants us to believe we've been in economic growth for 3 years. 3 years we've been in a there was no recession, I guess. And I'm sorry, I can't help interrupting myself, folks. Let's go back to the beginning here. What really sets the current recovery apart from all of its predecessors is this: almost 3 years after economic growth resumed, the real value of Americans' paychecks is stubbornly still shrinking. So after 3 years of the Obama recovery, people are getting poorer. According to Friday's Bloomberg briefing, the pace of income gains is well below that of the past two jobless recoveries, and the real average hourly earnings continue to decline. And the Bloomberg report cites one reason for this: most of the jobs being created are in low-wage sectors. According to Bloomberg, only 70% of all job gains the past 6 months were concentrated in restaurants and hotels. Oh, who would want to work there? Oh, heaven forbid. Well, what a rotten recovery. See, this is a problem. 70% of the jobs are in restaurants and hotels. Hence, it's a modern-day hamburger flipper thing. Exactly right. I mean, in fact, you would almost expect to hear that in the rest of this column. But this is a huge leftist complaining Obama's jobs are nothing but hamburger flipper jobs, except now they're happening in hotels and restaurants. Oh, healthcare and home care. Healthcare and home healthcare. That's where the jobs are. Also, retail trade, temporary employment agency. These four sectors employ just 29% of the country's workforce, but account for the vast majority of the jobs created. And he goes on to lament on page 2, only the rich are recovering. Wonder why that is. Now, traditionally, what the Democrats have told us is the rich are recovering because they're stealing from the poor. The math on that I've never understood, but they keep making the claim. The rich getting rich by stealing from the poor. And I guess that's happening now. The rich are stealing from restaurant and hotel workers because the rich are recovering. This recovery differs from its predecessors because it's concentrated among the affluent and almost entirely among the very rich. You think there might be a reason for that? And here's Obama, USA Today, tax the rich to help grow the economy. Worked in Europe, didn't it? You know, Europe really booming. Greece, Spain, Germany, UK, really booming the way they tax the rich. Obama said, let me ask you, what's the better way to make our economy stronger? Do we give tax breaks to every millionaire and billionaire? Should we make investments in education and research and health care and our veterans? I am 61 years old. We have been making investments in education my whole life. What do we have to show for it? Research what? They've turned NASA into a Muslim outreach. Said, speaking of NASA, there are some people inside NASA that are really fit to be tied because of the way two people, one of them Jim Hansen, have bastardized NASA's credibility with this never-ending complaint of man-made global warming. There's a lot of people at NASA and the Goddard Space Center, whatever. They just literally, I've got the story here in the stack.